The Queensland government says it's not holding its breath ahead of tonight's federal budget. While there are pleas for big-ticket infrastructure spending, the Deputy Premier is singling out the Treasurer for overlooking the state.
The Prime Minister's a frequent flyer to Queensland, but there's been little sign of the man with the money.
The Federal Treasurer hasn't set foot in Queensland this year.
A look at his travel log shows ScoMo's been more of a no-show. Not that he's averse to travel.
He's made it to Germany twice, but he hasn't come to Queensland, Mr Speaker.
Jackie Trad says the federal government is spending less per capita on infrastructure in Queensland, but more in New South Wales. But the opposition claims the state government has failed to stump up cash for its own projects.
This coming from what could only be described as one of the most incompetent infrastructure ministers that this state has ever had.
Infrastructure, health and education are the three spending areas on the state government's wish list. The Premier wants $1 billion for the Cross River Rail project alone. The opposition wants Rick Williams to explain his tow truck business amid a pending government crackdown.
I table a stack of documents, including numerous complaints by consumers in relation to the tow truck business run by the member for Pumicestown.
Despite complaints,
objection, Mr Speaker.
The Labor backbencher insists his tow truck business was above board and an investigation by the department backed that up.
I was no longer involved in the company in 2015. Nevertheless, I note the finding that the investigation did not reveal any breaches.
Mr Williams said he stepped down from the company years ago. It's now in the hands of his wife. Josh Bavis, ABC News, Brisbane.